What's good, Broncos Country? Are you ready for a bombshell that's shaking up the Denver Broncos locker room? Picture this: a quarterback who's stealing the show with a preseason performance that's setting the NFL market on fire. That's right. This guy is shining so bright that other teams are taking notice, and we're left wondering, will he stay with the Denver Broncos family, or will he head somewhere else to save someone's season? Grab your popcorn because this news is red hot, and I'm here to break it all down with that suspenseful vibe we love. What's going on with our backup QB? Will the Broncos make a bold move before the trade deadline? Stick with me to find out. Broncos Country, let's dive headfirst into this situation that's got everyone talking. Our quarterback, Stidham, is causing a stir in the NFL after a performance that had jaws dropping in the preseason opener against the San Francisco 49ers. The guy played just 2 quarters, but that was enough to show he's not messing around. 14 of 15 passes completed, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. And it doesn't stop there. He also rushed 3 times for 36 yards, proving he can escape the pocket and make plays with his legs. Come on, family, that's starting QB material, right? Let's set the stage. Stidham isn't the guy in the spotlight in Denver. That role belongs to our sensational rookie, Bo Nix, who won the starting job last season and led the Broncos to a 10-7 record, earning a playoff spot for the first time since 2015. Nix is the future, and the fans are head over heels for him. But here's the thing. With Stidham playing like this, he's become a valuable asset, and other teams are starting to call the Broncos front office. That's right, General Manager George Paton's phone is ringing off the hook, and the NFL trade deadline, November 5th, is fast approaching. So let's talk about the impact. Stidham signed a 2-year, $12 million contract in March, making him one of the highest-paid backups in the league. He's already proven he can step onto the field and deliver. Remember when he finished the 2023 season as the starter? He went 1-1 in 2 games, with 496 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. The guy is reliable, knows head coach Sean Payton's system, and has great chemistry with Nix in the locker room. But with so much talent, is he too valuable to stay on the bench? Or could the Broncos use him as trade bait to bolster the roster? Picture this. Teams like the Los Angeles Rams are desperate. Their quarterback, Matthew Stafford, is dealing with back issues and might start the season on injured reserve. Their backups, Jimmy Garoppolo and Stetson Bennett, aren't exactly inspiring confidence. If you were the Rams GM, wouldn't you want a guy like Stidham who's shown he can efficiently lead an offense? And it's not just the Rams. Teams like the Green Bay Packers, worried about depth behind Jordan Love, or even the Chicago Bears, watching rookie Caleb Williams struggle, might come knocking with a tempting offer. A 3rd-round pick for Stidham? Maybe even more? That'd be a huge return for the Broncos, who need draft capital to build an even more competitive team. But here's the dilemma. Broncos Country. Stidham is a heck of a safety net behind Nix. If Bo gets injured, we know Jarrett can step in and hold it down. He's already shown that. And Sean Payton loves the dynamic in our quarterback room, with Stidham and Zach Wilson bringing experience to the table. Losing him could be risky, especially with the regular season approaching and dreams of a deep playoff run. So, what do you think, Broncos Country? Would you trade Stidham for a draft pick to strengthen another position, or keep him as a luxury insurance policy for our offense? And there's more. It's not just Stidham turning heads. Our other backup, Zach Wilson, is also on other teams' radars. He was the No. 2 overall pick in the 2021 draft, and while he didn't shine much with the Jets, he showed potential in the preseason and has an arm that makes any coach drool. Wilson's cheaper, with a base salary of $155 million compared to Stidham's $449 million, which might make him more appealing to some teams. But between the two, Stidham seems to be the guy teams are eyeing more, since he's already adapted to Payton's system and has a solid resume as a backup. Will the Broncos let one of them go? Or will we hold on to both for depth? Tell me, family, what's going through your minds? Imagine Sean Payton and George Paton sitting in the meeting room, weighing the pros and cons. On one hand, the chance to bring in a player who could help now, like a boost to the offensive line, or a receiver to complement Courtland Sutton. On the other, the security of having a backup who can step in without missing a beat. It's a decision that could shape the season. And let's be real, Peyton isn't one to sit still. He's already hinted that he's getting teasers from other teams, but is focused on the game against the Carolina Panthers, which could leave the Broncos at 5-3. That's the mindset of a coach thinking big. Now, let's look at the other side of the coin. If the Broncos decide to keep Stidham, we're talking about a guy who could be more than just a backup. He started 4 games in his career with a 1-3 record and always shown he can lead an offense. In the preseason, he played with a confidence that reminded us of those moments when Peyton Manning took the field and made fans believe anything was possible. Could Stidham be a plan B if Nix hits a sophomore slump? Or is he too valuable to stay in the shadows? That's the question on every Broncos fan's mind right now. And there's one more thing we can't ignore. The trade deadline is right around the corner, and the quarterback market is heating up. Injuries are starting to pop up, and teams in the playoff hunt don't want to risk a shaky offense. Stidham could be the missing piece for a team like the Miami Dolphins, who need depth behind Tua Tagovailoa, or even the New Orleans Saints, looking for stability on offense. The Broncos are in a position of strength, with 2 backup QBs any team would love to have. But as a fan, would you rather see the team go all in on Nix and use Stidham to land a reinforcement, or keep the security of having him on the bench? Broncos Country. If you're as hyped as I am about this season and want to stay in the loop on every play, every move, and every rumor that gets our fan base's hearts racing, subscribe to the channel now. It's quick, it's free, and it's the way to show you're part of the Denver Broncos family. Hit that button, ring the bell, and don't miss a single video that'll make you fall even more in love with this team. Look, family, I'll be honest, I'm torn on this one. On one hand, seeing Stidham shine in the preseason makes me proud to have such a talented guy on our roster. He's like that confidence boost we know we can count on. But on the other hand, if we could get a 3rd or 4th round pick for him, we could bring in a player who makes a difference now. You know, Nix is flying high, but the NFL is unpredictable. What about you? Would you trade Stidham or keep him as a wild card in our pocket? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this conversation is just getting started. So, Broncos Country, what would you do if you were Sean Payton? Trade Stidham for a roster boost or hold on to him as the dream backup? Let us know in the comments, because the Denver Broncos family wants to hear what's on your mind. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your Broncos-loving friends, and subscribe to the channel to catch every chapter of this promising season. Until the next video, let's go Broncos Country!